celebrating His Majesty's 41st birth anniversary this year, the Snowman Race initiated a 41 challenge for climate action. And to talk more about this challenge, we have with us Damche Rinzin, who is a member of Snowman Race. So tell us about the Snowman Race.
First of all, thank you and BVS for having me as part of the Snowman Race Secretariat. It's important that we talk about this fun challenge because we have a lot of questions being asked about this fun challenge. But before that, a bit on Snowman Race. Snowman Race started to realize the vision of His Majesty the King to generate climate commitment and action. So the tagline for Snowman Race is the ultimate race for climate action. So we are looking into committing climate commitments and actions to really make an Earth a better place in terms of course, climate. As you know, the negative impacts of climate change. So this is geared towards generating actions and commitment for climate change.
Yes, and before we really talk about the 41 challenges, could you tell us more about the Snowman Race? Because I think most people get confused. Most people think it's a division or a project of TCP.
Yes, that's true. I think TCP is a supporter of the Snowman Race. We have Snowman Race board represented by professionals with regard to, of course, conducting the Snowman Race, and there's a secretariat that functions independently to promote and realize, of course, like I said, the vision of His Majesty the King, which is to generate climate action and commitment. So it's entirely a different office, but of course we have some support from TCB, and I'm very happy to be part of the Snowman Race secretariat, supporting the overall goal of Snowman Race. So it's an entirely different office that's really looking at conducting one of the top races in the world called the Snowman Race, which is scheduled for 13th October this year.
And talking about the 41 Fun Challenge for Climate Change Action now, I believe you have 5 themes with different sub-themes. So if you could tell us more about it.
So coinciding with the 41st birth anniversary of His Majesty the King, the Snowman Race launched this fun challenge called 41 Fun Challenge. So this is really a very easy activities that people can do, but it's very important action. So we say climate change is real, our actions matter, big or small. So we have 5 themes under this 41 Fun Challenge, and then 9 actions for the first 4 themes, and then 5 actions for the last one. So the last theme is called Kids for Climate Action, and it only has 5 activities because that's again dedicated to our GLC turning 5 years. But overall we have 41 fun challenges, and these are all very easy actions. And the 5 themes are, first, which we just finished last week, is Go Green. Under that again 9 challenges. The challenge that's happening now is Embrace Energy, and then we have Nurture Nature and Wane Waste, and the last one, like I said, Kids for Climate Action. So total 5 themes, and then making it 41 actions.
I believe the 5 themes are dedicated to GLC as well.
Yes. GLC, 5 themes are dedicated to GLC turning 5 years old, and of course the last theme, like I said, is Kids for Climate Actions. Very fun, again easy, but very important actions. And people, when we had quite a few good questions asking about this challenge, and they think that because it's initiated by Snowman Race, they think that they have to run up in the mountains. This is not like that. The only thing they have to do is, I think, walk about 5 kilometers in one of the themes. That's about it. I think you can walk 5 kilometers in a day. We have given 2 weeks to do that. It's very easy. But what we are trying to do out of this is create awareness that our actions matter. Planting a tree, if you can't, nurturing a tree to let the tree grow bigger, because trees are important part of our lives. Turning off lights, using a public transport, carpooling, these are all geared towards making our planet a better place. So that's why I think this is initiative.
Yes, I actually saw this this challenge on Facebook, and I also wanted to participate, and I'm sure there are others as well. But I found it a little complicated. Is it like you have to complete all these 41 challenges, and then you have so many sub-themes, which was very confusing and little complex, I thought. So if you could just tell us about them in simple words, maybe.
This is a very important question, and I highly recommend that you participate in this challenge. I think just a few more days remaining, because they're attractive prizes. But more than that, I think it's our responsibility to take care of Mother Earth. So to make it easier for each team, for the 9 activities, we have created a submission sheet. So it's on the submission sheet, we have given some sample photographs of what you should be doing. And then on the bottom, we have a text to explain that what the photo has to be. So this submission sheet you can download on your computer, and you can use an app, a software called PicCollapse. I think it's easier on a mobile phone called PicCollapse, where you just drag and put your photos. So once you have all this 9 actions for the theme, you just have to share on Instagram or Facebook and hashtag Storm and Race or 41 Fun Challenge. So that's about it. It's very simple. I mean, I have some friends who've done it in half an hour. And it's that easy for the actions. But some people think it's very complicated. But if you have questions, Storm and Race is always there. You can send your photos to us, we'll do it for you. But we want you to do your actions. I think that's something that very important for all of us to understand. And the other achievement so far has been that people are actually thinking, people are asking, and that's exactly what we want in terms of getting climate commitment and actions. So people are thinking, why should I be nurturing a tree? Why should I be putting off the electricity when I leave? And they also think that, why should I unplug my devices even if I'm not using it, not realizing that energy is being consumed even when you're not using a device when it's plugged in. So people are starting to ask these questions. Even I think if they're not participating, people are asking these questions. So this is very important for us, because now we have put in the minds of people that, okay, our actions matter, and that's I think exactly what we're trying to achieve.
Every once in a while you launch your themes,
Yes.
like in February it was the Go Green, is
Go
it?
Green, yes.
And then the current theme is second theme,
Yes.
and then so you announce it on Facebook,
Yes.
So the Go Green, I don't think anybody can participate. Can we participate, or is it
Go Green,
over already?
anybody can participate. Like even a small child can participate. It's very easy. The Go Green had, you have to plant a vegetable of a choice. A kid can plant a vegetable of a choice. You know, you take of course vegetarian meal, something like that, right? So Go Green. So we give, for the 9 activities, we give 2 weeks to complete. And like I said, some people could do it in half an hour. You know, it's that easy. And then after 2 weeks, we keep 1 week break before we launch the next theme, because to promote that next theme, and then to create awareness on next theme, and then to of course give away attractive prizes. And if you look at the prizes, the first prize, the prize for Go Green was a basket full of organic vegetables and 25 kilos of local rice of their choice. And of course there was a voucher supported by Bhutan Telecom and Touchcell. But we are trying to theme our prizes according to the themes, and these are all like important. Going organic, buying local are very much part of climate action.
So the current theme is
Embrace energy.
So there's still time for that?
Yes, we have about I think 3-4 days. So that's why I think we recommend you to participate, and of course everybody. I think one of the things we keep saying again and again is Bhutan is I think by the world seen as champion in environment. They understand Bhutan, of course, through the philosophy of gross national happiness, living in harmony with nature. They understand Bhutan as Bhutanese as, you know, very much taking care of our nature. So that's why I think it's important that we live up to the brand. We live up to the brand promise of what we are known as Bhutanese. So that's why we encourage every Bhutanese to take part in this. It's very easy, like I said, very easy, fun challenge.
And all 41 Fun Challenge seems to be dedicated to climate action. So why is Storm and Race promoting climate change, climate action?
That's also a very good question. So the whole purpose of creating the Storm and Race is to realize the vision of His Majesty the King. His Majesty the King has visited the highlands a few times and seen the impacts of the climate change to the communities up there. And of course, if we don't really take care of our climate, then the impact is going to feel, we can feel the impacts. And I think the recent example has been in Uttarakhand, the flood, you know, of course, the climate change. So His Majesty was very concerned of, you know, the impacts that could have to our lives and to the environment. So the Storm and Race actually was initiated to generate climate actions, and Storm and Race, which will happen hopefully 13 October this year, is to bring attention to this area up in the mountains, in the local communities, and to Bhutan, and to get people to commit climate actions and make their climate commitment.
And this fun challenge initiated by Snowman. I'm sure you have both long-term and short-term goals about. If you could tell us about the goals as well.
Yes, we have, of course, the Snowman race is there here for long term. So to generate again a long term commitment. So just now the Snowman race is happening. We're doing photo and fun challenge, and there may be some other projects like the Bhutan Climate Action Summit. You know, we can bring business leaders to Bhutan and then get them to commit, of course, and then they can see for real of what Bhutan is doing. And we can show to the world what Bhutan is doing through this platform called Snowman Race. And there could be other interesting ideas come through. We have 22 international athletes coming and participating in the upcoming Snowman Race. We have international partners. So we want to use this to generate climate action. I think climate's responsibility, not just Bhutan, everybody has to take part of it. So that's the long term, of course, and the short term, of course, like the Photo and Fun Challenge. But important that we understand, we keep this goal, the vision of His Majesty the King alive of climate actions.
So do you feel the participants, Bhutanese participating in this 41 challenge, do you feel it will contribute to climate change action in the long run?
Oh, very much so. I know we were looking online of the population of the world, about 7.6 billion people in the world. And imagine if every one of us planted a tree, 7.6 billion trees a day or a week, you multiply in a year, I don't think we'll have a space to step. If everybody plants a tree, so that's how powerful as an individual can be. So that's why I think through Snowman Race, challenges like this, we're going to encourage people to really take care of our garbage. You have to nurture our nature, of course take care of ourselves. I think many years ago we didn't even know, there was no talk about garbage. Now there's garbage everywhere. It's human doing. I think we have to change our habits. We have to be mindful of what we do, and this is why the Fun Challenge has been initiated, to create this awareness in people's mind that, of course, we have to think about our future, of our children, of our planet. So that's why the whole purpose of Snowman Race is this.
Could you tell us briefly about the themes as well?
Yes, the first theme that completed just a week ago is Go Green. So under that we have nine actions, and the very easy actions. The first one, of course, using reusable masks. We don't want to, because when you reuse your masks, I think it saves, it's good for the nature. Then we have use of non-plastic containers, like buckets. We discourage people to use it. So we have people have to show us in picture of not using plastic containers. Then we have paying your bills online, not printing a paper, saving a tree, that's saving a tree. So you use through digital platforms. So they have to show us like something like that. Then of course plant a vegetable of a choice. I think you save money, and then of course good for the nature. Then of course nurture a tree, planting a tree, and then using natural light instead of energy. I think we are blessed in Bhutan to see clear skies. So for Go Green we had actions like that. Then of course under just now the currently happening theme is Embrace Energy. So under the again 9 actions, first is using LED bulb instead of the other bulb that consumes a lot more energy. Then switching off your lights when you leave your room, it's important. Then of course unplugging unused appliances. People don't realize that they consume energy, so you have to unplug it. Then hang dry your clothes instead of using a dryer. Electric equipment, appliances. So and we have, again, like I said, plenty of space outside, right? Then use energy efficient appliances. These days I think you have a choice, and the price to go with this theme is you get an energy efficient microwave, so it's the theme to that theme. Then of course taking a bucket shower. One of my favorite is this: you take a bucket shower instead of taking a showerhead shower. When you take a normal shower, it uses a lot of water, but if you use a bucket shower, I think then we've been told that you use less water. Then of course using public transport, carpooling, 5 people taking 5 cars, it's more dangerous to the climate than one car in 5 people in one car. So and then turning off light for 1 hour, I think you have to make a habit. So this is under Embrace Energy, and like I said, it's very easy to do. I mean, there is nothing difficult about this challenge. The third one is weighing waste. I think waste has been a big issue for us. So under that, again, of course, segregating, they have to show us how they segregate their waste. I think a lot of us do this, but it's important, right? And then of course easy as collecting 10 PET bottles, PET bottles left in the surrounding. So they have to show us that they are collecting. And imagine if all the residents of Thimphu collect 10 PET bottles, probably will not see PET bottles in Thimphu. That's the change that we want to bring through individuals. So, and carrying your own reusable shopping bags. instead of using plastic bags from the sellers, right? Then use of refill jars. If you're looking at hand sanitizers, I think people, instead of using individual, if you can use refill jars, and then also creating or reusing waste. You can be productive instead of throwing in the nature or throwing in the landfill. Then you can reuse and be very creative. Then of course reusing your water bottles, digital device to take notes instead of using papers, donating unused. I think a lot of our habits have been that we keep stock with us whatever we don't need it, thinking that in future we need it, but we have to make a habit of donating, because something that we don't need it, other people need it, and that way I think the consumption level of things would actually go down. And of course under that also feeding animals appropriately with waste instead of throwing it in the landfill. So these are again 9 under win ways. The fourth is nurture nature. So here buying organic produce, it's quite important. Organic vegetables are considered an important part of saving our climate. Use of stairs instead of lifts. I think this is very natural to Bhutanese. I think most of buildings don't have lifts, right? So you can easily go. I mean, you have to take a photo of climbing a stairs. It's very easy to do, right? And then cleaning your surrounding. It's good for environment, good for us as well. And then of course, run 5 kilometers in 2 weeks. This is doable. I mean, you can do it in a day, which is important for you as physically, and then so for the environment. Meditating 5 minutes in natural surroundings. It's good for, I think, us to connect with the nature. Walk or cycle to places instead of using cars. So if you're going for shopping, maybe nearby, you don't use your car, you walk or take a bicycle if you have a bicycle. And having a vegetarian meal. People don't understand that non-veg are more not climate friendly. Vegetarian meals are climate friendly, and of course using washable napkins instead of paper napkins. So these are again nine activities under nurture nature. The last one we have, it's clips for climate action. So here 5 actions. The first one is you have to draw a snowman. So we need to understand, we need to create awareness to our kids of what is a snowman, of course, and then linking it to snowman race. And then the children will have to help clean surrounding. So I think it's good for the children, good for the environment, good for the parents also. And then of course creatively reuse the waste. Plant a tree, of course. I think the parents will have to help them. And the last one again, taking a bucket shower instead of shower heads for the kids. So these are a summary of the activities under 5 different themes.
Yes, since you have mentioned each theme right now, it sounds very simple and achievable, and it's. I think some of us do this every day as well.
Yes.
But how is it just one-time achievement, one-time goal, or how do you ensure that this continues?
Yes. I mean, I think you mentioned 2 important points, and some people said that exactly what you said. Some of these things we do it every day, and we like to congratulate for doing this. I think it's important part of some of the things that you do it. I think I also like segregate my own waste, try and not use paper.
Just to mention, I think this also saves money in a way.
Oh yes,
it really saves money.
Yes,
Yes.
I mean, yes, it's very much so. I think there's, I mean, it's putting off your lights makes you save money. It's good for you economically and good for you physically, good for you environmentally. So that's why I think, as I was mentioning earlier, that some of these things people do it, and we appreciate people doing it, but there are other people who don't do it. So we want to create awareness, and going forward, I think the reason of having it from 21st February till 2nd June, it goes till 2nd June, such a long, I think, couple of months, is because we want people to, we want these things to be in people's mind. If you just do it in 2 weeks, I think they'll forget.
Right.
So this continuity of having it done in about a couple of months, I think that's why I think it stays in people's minds a little longer, and it becomes a habit. I think you have to make a habit of doing these things. And of course, Snowman Race is here to stay. I think we'll have interesting challenges in the future, so that again it's all geared towards climate action.
Is there anything you want to tell our viewers who wants to participate in this challenge?
We would like to request everyone to participate. Like I said, I think we have to take pride in what Bhutan stands for, what our kings have done for Bhutan, and I think we just don't have to look far in terms of the luxury we have of seeing a clear blue sky, the trees that we have around, the clean surrounding. I think we have to take pride of it. We have to take care of it, and that's why the Snowman Race, it's important that you take part in this 41 Fun Challenge. I mean, you save money, like you said, you're having fun, and you win exciting prizes. And for those of them who have actually participated in all the 5 challenges, or all the first four challenges for adults, get another opportunity to win a top prize at the end. That is, one is a free, fully paid snowman trek along the snowman route. I've done it myself. It's amazing. One of my biggest achievements in my life. So I encourage everyone to do it. The other prizes, two sets of prizes. One is, of course, both from Bhutan Airlines is mountain flights. I think you have a wonderful opportunity to see from the air of how Bhutan looks. So that's why I think it's quite exciting. So here it's a win-win for everybody. Win for individuals, win for snowman race, and for the nation as well. So that's why I think I encourage, as part of the snowman race, to take part in this very easy. Now I think you understand. I
Yes,
hope
I'm
I
going
want
to
to see you
participate.
later participate in this actions. It's very easy to do it, but very important. Like I said, around 7.6 billion people in the world. If they all plant a tree, if they all switch off the light, maybe half an hour, it
Yes.
would make a huge difference. That's why individual matters, and that's why everyone matters. That's why we want everybody to take part in this snowman race. Thank you.
Lasla, thank you very much for coming here and sharing about the 41 Fun Challenge, and all the best.
Thank you, and thank you for having us. I think we like to thank BBS for giving us an opportunity. It's a very important platform, and we really appreciate on behalf of the Snowman Race Board and the Secretariat. We are very grateful to BBS, and thank you for having us.
Lasla, thank you. And if you want to be part of this 41 Fun Challenge, you can visit their Facebook page. It's Snowman Race. And since they have very attractive prices, you can, the deadline is June 2nd, so there's still a few months left to participate. And thank you.